Welcome back to the next edition of the Bourbon City Podcast. I got my main man, the Snag Master, still sporting the UK shirt.
Still pouring my drink.
Yeah, is that for Scott Drew? Oh wait,
it's for hopeful Dan Hurley, but I don't think he's coming either.
Maybe we can get Kenny Payne.
Maybe we can get the Snag Master coaching. I'll coach him up. I'll get him ready.
Get him ready to choke slam somebody.
Yeah, that's right.
Play some.
We'll play some defense. I can tell you that. We'll rebound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so? Lots of talk about fishing season well underway. A lot of tournaments going on. Fished a bunch of them. Yeah. Let's first kick it off with a bourbon review. What are we drinking on tonight?
Oh, tonight we got the one and only, the legendary Weller 12.
Legendary.
Can't wait.
Did you get your taxes back?
No. I've been sitting on this one for a while. I've had this bottle for a while. My favorite bourbon by far.
Hold it up to the camera.
Yeah, definitely number one on the list. Tough to find. When you find it, it's overpriced. It sucks, but delicious. Definitely worth it.
They say that is the closest thing to Pappy.
Yeah, it's got the same mash bill as Pappy Van Winkle.
Mm-hmm. So, and distilled in the same place, right?
Yeah, and as soon as word of that came out, the price on the secondary market skyrocketed. So
I've had a few bottles myself. I love the bourbon. Let's hear it. Let's hear the review.
Yeah, so strong vanilla, caramel smell, almond. Let's give it a little shot. I love Weller 12.
By the way, we limited you to one ice cube. If we're going up to the top shelf bourbons, we're not putting cherries in it.
Yeah, no cherry, no smoke, one ice cube. This one goes out to Charlie Stankiewicz because, at the ramp on our last tournament, Charlie said, when the hell are y'all going to drink some good bourbon on that show? Charlie, if you don't think this is good bourbon, buddy, I'm sorry. You got to learn a little bit. But, yeah, Weller 12, really good vanilla taste, caramel taste. You get that char, goes down. I'm not going to use the word you hate. But
smooth.
It's got a good,
so smooth.
It's got a great finish. It's like that perfect finish that's not too harsh. Warms you up on the way down, but it doesn't kill you. So definitely a great bourbon. My favorite bourbon is Weller 12. If you can find it, my advice is buy it. I mean, life's too short. Buy the damn bottle.
Yeah, and we have a special occasion to drink special bourbon, right?
Yeah.
Snag Master added the new member to the Gellner family.
Yeah. Sarah and I welcomed a baby girl, baby G number 4, future Bassmaster Elite Series angler, maybe CEO, who knows? Boy Duckett, look out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's been a fun week. If I look like I haven't had sleep, it's been rough, but it's been nothing compared to.
And you're off work for like how many weeks now?
I think I got 4.5 left, 4.5 more weeks left. Yeah, I get 6 weeks off. So
6 weeks.
Yeah, which is amazing. I took my girls fishing the other day. I've been doing a lot of like honey-do stuff around the house. Spending a lot of time with the kids, a lot of time with the family. It's a great thing.
How soon before you're putting in the work on the practice? Let's be real. You going tomorrow?
I am going tomorrow.
Where are you headed?
I'm going to Green River. We have a tournament there, as you know, on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday for the Bluegrass. So I'm probably going to turkey hunt Saturday, opening weekend of turkey season begins. Oh, yeah. Go out and chase a thunder chicken. And with that, I probably won't have a lot of time on the water Saturday, obviously. I thought about going Saturday afternoon, but really I think I'll just go all day tomorrow, come home, got a father-daughter dance to take my girls to, and then...
You going to do the worm?
Dude, those days are over.
Come on, dude.
These hips don't lie. All right, that's all I'm saying.
I've seen you on the dance floor before.
No, these hips don't lie.
Yeah,
I'm a vigorous dancer, but I don't know.
What's your go-to move?
Have you seen Hitch?
Yes,
the movie Hitch, where Kevin James is like, "This is where I live.
This is
that's
me.
It. This is what I do. That's what I do, man.
You just stay in the zone.
I just rock. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah, but gonna go practice at Green. Try to cover some water, find some fish. I mean, obviously it's springtime. It's pre-spawn, spawn, so the fish could be anywhere right now. As we've seen, folks were catching them in different patterns. We had a tournament there last weekend.
Let's
multiple tournaments actually. So.
Yeah, we fished 2 tournaments last weekend on Green. We had South Louisville Bass Busters. Totally got stomped on that one. I think I had 5 pounds, took 15 to win.
Yeah.
You guys did quite a bit better. Had 9 pounds?
I wouldn't say quite a bit, but yeah, we had right at like 993, 10 pounds. We took third.
One quick plug. If you're fishing Green River, don't forget it's a 12-inch size limit. Because I may or may not have thrown back some 12s on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, the club we fish only pays out 2 spots, so it really didn't hurt you. But points-wise, definitely hurt. But I know you're in it just for fun. I mean, this is a club that we both started, our tournament fishing in, and so it's good to be back with a bunch of great guys. But, it was tough. Zach and I, my partner, were reflecting at the end of the day. I was like, we really didn't lose any fish, and we just didn't get any big bites. Like, we caught fish, probably caught 7, 8 keepers, ended up with 10 pounds with our best 5, but only got third. So
I thought I'm starting to see a trend here. So this year, Nathan and I have been fishing the Renegade Series. You jumped into the Renegade Series on Sunday.
First one ever. It was crazy.
Yeah. We have fished probably mostly the Bluegrass, and Bluegrass and Renegade both fish on Sundays.
Yep.
And I was, I'm starting to notice, and it really hit because it seems like every bass club in the state of Kentucky has a tournament on Green River Lake in April. In April.
Yeah.
And so Saturday, it was insane, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the busiest, like, angler-wise, I've ever seen a lake in my life. Like, I mean, we've been on lakes Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July, where they're just insane with pleasure boats, but this is the first time that, like, the entire lake was full with just bass boats. And, if you were trying to get on a bank or a stretch or a wall or anything like that, you were taking a number.
Oh, there wasn't a wall or a flat that didn't have 5, 6 boats on.
You had to feel comfortable fishing behind somebody or them fishing behind you or even 2 people. And it's funny because I told Zach that first thing in the morning. I was like, hey, man, we're probably going to have to, number one, come up with something that somebody else isn't doing.
That's right.
Like, throw something a little different. And 2, maybe even slow down and just try to pick some water apart behind these people. And we did catch some fish behind some folks. We also had folks cut us off really, really bad. Like, public service announcement, don't be a dick. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be an asshole. Yeah. Like, it's just fishing. You're not getting a call from Rapala for a sponsorship. You don't need to cut me off. I had a guy, high speed, in a no-wake zone, cut me off within 50 yards by the dam.
Wow. Wasn't a guy in the Green Phoenix, was it?
No.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you. It wasn't you. This guy, if he's listening, he knows who he is. And, you're lucky.
Watch out, the Snag Master.
I'm just saying.
Got a platform.
You're lucky it wasn't 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I've calmed down in my older age.
We got cut off pretty bad at Barron a few weeks ago in the Renegade on the roadbed there in Peter, just fishing around there. And some guy could have hit him with a cast and not a football jig, not something you cast real far.
Yeah.
So Green was super crowded Saturday. Like we said, had 5 pounds. Only had 2 fish. You all had 9. I think one of the interesting things, and this time of year, I think it's especially challenging because as the water temperature fluctuates and gets close to that spawn, and then the water levels change, right? And so this year's been really unique.
Yep.
It's been pretty dry for February and March.
Until this week.
This week, right? Yeah. So all the lakes, including Green, are still below summer.
Yeah, and they're stable.
They're coming up and down. So Green came up, I think, 5 feet at the end of last week. And then Saturday, they started pulling it down, which I thought was pretty interesting because, I kind of assumed they were going to get it up to summer at least, but they didn't. They stopped short of summer and then started pulling it, pretty hard. So Saturday, caught 1 fish on an A-rig. No secrets there.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what the other fish came on, honestly. I don't even remember where I caught the other fish.
Yep.
I think I caught it on a wall. I caught on a wall. And then on Sunday, so we transitioned to Sunday. We both fished the Renegade Series. Quite a few boats in that, 60, 70 boats.
I think it was I heard it was over 80.
Was it?
Yeah, like 82, something like that. It's my first one ever, which they don't play in the Renegade. There's some sticks in that club. But I really wanted to figure out like what it was all about. And, it's the last year for bonus money on my Phoenix. So why not?
Yeah.
I signed up late, so I knew I wasn't going to get, bonus money if I ran into a nice school of fish or anything like that. But I really just wanted to learn what it was all about, and it was a good experience. It's a tight run club, but man, what did it take, like 24 and change to win?
Almost 25, I think.
What did it take to get a check? Do you know?
I think it took 16, maybe.
Yeah, and y'all had like 15, right?
Yeah, we had 15 and
So
11.
you were right there for
15 and
money.
11. So I fished by myself. Actually, I brought a partner Saturday to the South Louisville Bass Busters.
Yeah, I think we have a picture that will show up, but we're officially here, folks. Like, this is where we are now. Where my main man over here, TG, fishes with a golden doodle.
He was a good partner.
I'm just saying, if you have golden doodles out there, folks, I'm sorry. Like, they're cute dogs, but you look like a pansy ass. I'm just saying. When you roll up and a golden doodle gets out of your truck and you snapped a life jacket around it, I was like, oh, God.
A life jacket with a shark fin. Like, I'm going to make fun of myself right now.
Oh, 100%.
Super, dog life jacket with a shark fin on it. But he was...
Hey, he's a good dog.
He's a good dog. He was a blast to be with. And it wasn't too bad. I thought, the day before I went out, the family came, and he wanted to get in the water the entire day, whining, throwing a fit. So Saturday, I was a little cautious. I was like, oh, just me and him out there all day.
Yeah.
Family went down to Bowling Green to visit my other daughter at Western. And he was actually really well behaved. But, yeah, so the Snagmaster crashed the couch.
Yep. I appreciate the
last minute
the assist. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let me stand down in your cabin. That was a fun night. We went out and had a good meal.
Oh, my wife said, so I said, hey, Gellner might, last minute decision, he might crash the couch. And she says, if he snores, I'm going home. And then the next day, she goes, you know how I told you if Gellner snores, I'm going home? You snore. Gellner didn't snore at all.
Yeah. I'm pretty quiet these days since I've lost weight.
Yeah, you've been slimming down.
Yeah, I mean, the CPAP machine has helped me too, but even before I got on CPAP, just losing 60 pounds really helps with that.
That tall boy of bourbon might have helped you sleep.
Yeah. That's a whole nother story.
Miranda at Logan's.
Miranda at Colton's in Campbellsville. Shout out to this lady who got a really nice tip because I asked for a double shot. First off, I didn't want to drink anything.
But I got a beer.
But you got a beer and made me look like a little,
yeah,
little wuss. So I ended up ordering a double shot of Woodford. She comes back and she's like, honey, I got to charge you $12.50 for this. So I filled the glass. And when she says she filled the glass, it looked like a glass of sweet tea.
It was almost a Coke glass.
Yeah, I knew right then. I mean, I had some back pain I was fighting through all weekend. It was gone.
Yeah, so maybe that contributed to the not snoring.
It might have. A little Grandpappy's cough medicine put me right to bed.
So you got lucky there.
Yeah.
We go to the gas station in the morning. You end up following me, and we're both hungry as hell.
This was a great moment.
And while we're pumping gas, the lights come on.
I swear.
And I thought the guy was gonna get down on his knees and kiss the ground.
I literally went. Ah! It was like like Jesus said, "Let there be light." And
my man's got to have a sausage biscuit in the morning.
I gotta have something. Something. I'm not, with the working out and the trying to lose weight, I'm not really into breakfast. I try to fast until about 12:30. But if I'm fishing, I got to have a boiled egg or, a piece of sausage and egg. I always throw the biscuit out the window
for Zach.
For the birds.
Yeah.
But yeah, if not, I'm hangry. So, I got to get something. But yeah, we had a good time this weekend. Saturday was interesting because we're at that stage of the year, and this is what kind of I learned, where literally the pattern can change hour to hour. Mm-hmm. Like within 3 hours, you could be catching fish deep.
It's a fish conditions kind of year.
100%. If you're a spot person, you're struggling right now because, hey, the sun comes up in the afternoon. It's warming up for 3 or 4 hours. Okay, let's go find some shallow water. Or some stick
we had so the water came up like 5 foot that week. I think it crested Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday they start drawing it down.
See, I didn't see any of this. I thought it was stable. So I know you
got to pay attention.
You're
son.
the data guy. Yeah, you're the numbers.
Actually, shout out to Greg Weber because I wasn't paying attention, and when I was going around to meet you late afternoon Saturday, because I went back out to practice after South Louisville.
Yeah.
And then you hopped in the boat. As I'm idling out or getting ready to idle out, Greg Weber pulls up and he says, "Yeah, they're drawing the shit out of it now." And I look over at the bank. I'm like, "Oh, he's right. Like I can see it coming down."
Yeah.
It completely changed my mindset for Sunday on what we were gonna do.
Thanks a lot, Greg. God doesn't need any more help.
Because, well, I mean, like we said, all the normal fishing stuff is pretty covered up this time of year.
Well, it's just crazy. Like
Yeah.
what you're doing in the morning or even late morning is vastly different from what you could do in the afternoon and catch fish. I heard a bunch of guys, which I think Sunday, the pattern I was on was the exact opposite timing wise as everyone else. Like, when we came in, everyone was telling us, "Hey, we're catching them here," or "We caught them here," and I'm like, I was doing the opposite of that.
Yeah, I have a new theory on that. So Saturday you have 5, you have 9. Sunday 15, 11, I think is what we weighed. You guys had, I don't remember what
We
you
had
had.
a little over 10.
A
Yeah.
little over 10.
Consistent.
Both ways. Yeah, you guys are consistent.
Yeah.
So Sunday we go into the tournament. Nathan comes down, joins me for this. Duncan doesn't make the team on Sunday.
Yeah. I have to ask, is Nathan better at the net than Duncan or no?
Dude, I net for Nathan. I'm the net man for
You're
Nathan.
such a good partner, dude.
You're
ride or die.
I just support him.
I feel like you're afraid of Nathan.
Afraid of Nathan? Yeah, dude, he's ginger. if he can make it through middle school and high school, dude, I don't mess with that guy.
Yeah, that's true. He's rough around the edges. He's had to be. But I don't think I've ever heard you say one bad thing about Nathan. Nathan, you heard it here first. Like, that dude,
Yeah.
you guys are ride or die. It's
So
cool.
yeah, so we start off, Nathan and I, we blast off, run to an area that I felt comfortable with on Saturday that I left actually during the tournament. Very first cast, Nathan catches a fish.
Nice.
No, that's bad luck.
Why?
You haven't heard that?
Uh-uh.
You've never heard that?
No.
You've never heard if you catch a fish on your first cast, it's bad luck? You seriously have never heard that?
No.
It's like a banana in the boat.
No, I've never heard that.
Yeah, so he catches a fish on the very first cast. That's bad luck.
Huh.
And we're like, shit. It wasn't a good one.
See, like, anybody else would be like, woo! Like, we sat on them, baby. We're going to wreck them.
No, so
Yeah.
he catches a fish on the first tournament. We fish for 20 or 30 minutes, and we start bouncing around. And really felt like we were just playing a pressure game.
Yeah.
And we were trying to find fish that had moved based on the water being dropped. So, also the wind was blowing pretty strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it was windy Saturday.
So that's helping the current along. And bouncing around, set up on this one spot, and pan the forward facing over. I see 2 or 3 down there. So we're kind of casting at them, but not like, not live scoping. And I don't think we were 5 casts in. I catch a 4-pounder. And maybe a few casts later, actually Nathan caught the first one. It was a dink, and then I caught a 4, and then maybe we caught a 3. A few casts after that, casts out there, sets a hook, and it's one of those where he doesn't even have to tell me to get the net.
He's just,
Well, I just can tell. I can tell by like the fact, whatever he's got has him.
Yeah.
All right. So he's reeling it in. I'm getting the net.
Yeah.
And it gets about halfway to the boat. He's cranking on it, jumps 2 foot out of the water, and spits a hook. And it was over 6.
It's probably carp.
It was not a carp. It was not a carp, ass. But it was an over 6. It would have totally helped. That would have put us probably in the top 5.
Yeah, y'all would have got a check for sure.
Yeah, because I think our smallest was like 2.5.
Yeah, and y'all finished with 15, and the check was 16, right?
Yeah. There's a bunch of 15-pound bags stacked up in there.
So 4-pound coal would.
Yeah, it would have helped.
You got 19.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's rough.
No, it was rough.
So I wasn't close to a money cut line or anything like that, but Sheffield and I, so Zach, my South Louisville and Bluegrass partner has a different partner for Renegade.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you connected with an ex.
Yeah, I went, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Yeah, so Sheffield jumped in the boat with me for the Renegade.
Tyler Sheffield.
Yep, good guy. Shout out to you, Tyler. But we
Quit kicking my camera.
the best part is green is where it all began.
Yep.
You remember that tournament years ago where he and I had like 18 pounds day one, and then day two.
I think it was 12.
No, it wasn't.
Day one? Was it a 2-day tournament?
Yes, it was the only 2-day tournament we've done.
Ever.
Yes.
Yeah. I will give you that.
Day one, we had like 18
All right,
pounds.
so this was the time when your PB, you had never caught a 5-pounder. Ever.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how bad you wanted to catch a 5-pounder in a tournament.
Yes.
And you're all's big fish.
I caught a 4.99. And you reminded me of it for 2 years until I finally caught a 5.5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, yeah. I remember what it's like never to catch a 5-pounder in a tournament.
I hate you.
You had a 4.99.
Yep, that's rough. But yeah, I mean, that's where it all began. So it was nice to have him jump back in the boat. Kind of knew that I could catch fish, as you said, just moving around, covering water, throwing moving baits, and we did okay. We had to grind out 4 fish, and at 1 o'clock we had 2 in the box. So we
Really, you guys had 2 at 1.
Yeah, one of the things I've always loved about fishing with Sheffield though is like we're constantly saying, hey, this ain't working. We got to change the game. What have we not done?
Yeah.
What have we not tried? And so we changed the game, completely altered our strategy, went to a whole different area, started throwing different baits, got bit immediately, bam, 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 put 2 in the box, missed 2 that just swiped at our bait. So I felt like we had a pattern, so we kept running that until we ran out of time. Pulled up into a pocket, saw some fish on the scope about 15, 20 yards off the bank in about 12 foot of water. And this is how close we were to 5 fish, probably 13 pounds-ish, 13, 14, I'd say. I literally dropped one of the forward-facing minnows down, jigged it twice, felt the bite, set the hook, and it pulled the whole bait off my
crappie
Demiki rig.
It's crappie bite.
I don't think it was. So that sucked, and so I feel your pain jumping off a fish because I just wanted a limit really bad. I feel like a limit. You did your job.
Did you have 4 or 5?
We only had 4.
Oh,
for 10 pounds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, we ground out for that 4 too.
You were close.
Yeah. So, I mean, we were close. So one good, nice bite from having a respectable bag with that many, solid anglers. We finished top 20 with that extra fish, but instead I think we finished in like number 29 or 30, something like that. So, but out of 82 boats, my first one, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Learned a lot. You got to be moving. You got to be changing the game, and, you got to look at the conditions because most of that day it had been kind of overcast, and then bam, the sun came out, and the sun came out for hours, and it was the wind kicked back up. So it just changed. It changed on a dime. And if you're not, constantly looking at that,
yeah. So we started out. We went to that spot, jumped off the big one, needed a coal. I don't know what we had, but it wasn't it wasn't a very good bag. Maybe 12, 13 pounds. Started bouncing around. We're fishing down a bank. I pan out there, and there's 5 or 6 bowling balls on live scope underneath bait.
On the bottom or like
up high?
Okay, suspended underneath bait balls.
Like up over like 30 or 40 foot.
Okay.
Like 10, 15 under the surface, right? So I looked at Nathan. I was like, man, I don't know what these are. Like, I don't think there's hybrids here. Like, those look pretty big for a live scope. Throw an A-rig over there on top of them. As soon as it hits the water, all those bowling balls start swimming up. And so
that's a good sign.
That's a great sign. That's the best.
Yeah.
I hollered at Nathan, I'm like, get ready. And sure enough, hooked up with one 3.5, 4 pounder, toss it in the boat. And then my dumb ass, I can't keep up with them. So there was a whole group of them. They followed up to the boat.
It's tough, man, especially how windy it was.
And I'm panning around, and I'm shooting behind the boat, and I'm casting back behind the boat, trying to get back on that school.
Yep.
Can't get back on that school. Probably burned too much time trying to do that.
Yeah.
Started bouncing around. We were getting more dialed in. This is how it always goes for us. Like, we're always... If we could figure out what we know at 1:30,
you need like one more hour. Yeah.
Yeah. If we had one more hour.
See that late boat draw. What would y'all have?
53.
Yeah, you were right there with us.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed that.
I like it in the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice.
I mean, my theory is in the spring, the afternoon's way better than the morning.
Oh, absolutely.
When the water temp's cooler.
Well, and that's what I figured out. I told you that I was doing the exact opposite of whatever. They were just biting everywhere. Like an afternoon bite hit hard. And you needed to be there.
So we start bouncing around after that. When we've got a pretty small one. I don't know. like 13 inch or something, 14 inch or not great.
That's small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we need to get rid of it to even be close. Go to another area. It sets up similar to where we had seen the other ones on Live Scope.
Yep.
And don't see anything. I'm scanning the banks, using Live Scope, going around the trees, pan out towards the middle, and boom, there's 10 bowling balls.
Same thing. Same type of
Same
setup.
size, right?
Yeah.
I chase these fish for 20 minutes. Like, they're over here, and then they're over there. And so frustrating, too, because when you cast, by the time you cast and it starts to sink, they've already moved.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I'm not the best scoper, so I'm trying to, like, predict where they're going to be and panning and looking at the return on the fish.
Yeah, the whole time you got a 20-foot boat moving all around you.
Yeah, and the wind's blowing pretty hard, right? So eventually we get pretty lucky because that group of fish moves up to the bank, and then they end up just holding on a stump. So I can see them on the stump.
Love it.
Yep. So I make 4 or 5 casts on them.
Same bait, or did you switch baits?
I'm switching. I'm trying. I can't
Throw
get
like
them.
a drop shot at them or something?
Well, they're chasing it almost all the way to the
Okay.
boat, which is bad because then I'm splitting up the wolf pack.
Yep.
And keep messing with them. They finally set back up. I change angles, throw an A-rig over them again, and boom. Like, one eats it, reel it in, 2.5 pound smallmouth.
Nice.
We have, I think, 10 minutes to get back to the ramp and get checked in.
Hauling it. Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Ran it all the way back and finished the day 15-11. So, yeah, if we hadn't jumped off the big one, probably would have been a pretty solid day for us.
Nice little top 5, yeah.
Yeah, which we needed. Now, Hosco and Boyd have been dominating this year.
Are they who won?
No, they finished. I think they got
5 or 6.
Well,
I think
they won one, got second, and then this was the third.
Yeah.
And Renegade, and they finished in the money. So
yeah, I know the guys who won it were live scoping, right?
yeah,
Like in the middle of out in the middle and stuff.
yeah. Will Rigdon, I
Yeah.
think he's kind of known for it. I don't know that for sure that he was live scoping, but
Sure.
he's kind of known for it. I mean, dude doesn't have power poles, and if his graph is 3 foot off the front deck,
Yeah.
it looks like a crappie boat.
Dead giveaway. Yeah.
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 Yeah, he loves that Garmin being way up high.
No, it's awesome. I mean, 24 pounds is a beast of a sack. You know, that's what you dream of this time of year. Well, I just moved the whole table. Our whole setup moved.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
well, I mean, I thought it was fun. I thought Saturday was great. South Louisville, 10 pounds. I didn't anticipate coming in third, so that was cool. That put us second in the points for the year. So, it's a small club, so nothing to really get too.
What are you guys on? What, third in points?
We're second.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Who's winning, Mike?
Mike and Rob, yeah.
Where's me and Big Sexy?
You guys are right. I don't know. I think you're top 5. You might be right under us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right under us. You're third because you
Uh-oh.
won. Yeah, you won the first one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so got a little friendly podcast competition going on here that maybe just got initiated by me saying that.
Well, I just want to point out that the plaque is still there from the South Louisville Bass Busters.
That's okay. It's coming.
So if you want to put yours up,
Yeah, the wood's coming. Don't worry about it.
yeah, the wood's all that matters.
I play for the Angler of the Year. That's what I.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
just
playing
fishing,
the long game.
just fishing for a strong
Yeah,
finish.
I'm playing the long game. But no, I'm looking forward to the next Renegade. That was a cool experience. Just taking off with that many boats, that many anglers, and then kind of hanging out at the weigh-in, listening to folks talk. You learn. You know what I mean? So, if you're out there and you're trying to learn,
Or
network.
Or the snag master standing nearby, watch what you say because dude's listening.
That's right. I'm writing down notes. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great. To just the same folks we fish bluegrass with in South Louisville, we're all hopped into that. So it's great just to hang out, shoot the shit with a bunch of guys you get along with. So that was a good time. I do think this weekend my strategy is going to be a little different.
So
And-
let's talk about that. So we have Bluegrass on Sunday.
Yep, about 45 boat club.
Yeah, at Green
Yep.
again.
Where are you at in the points on bluegrass? Are you contention or no?
We only had one.
Okay,
I think we finished ninth,
ninth. Okay, yeah.
so we're ninth in points.
Yeah, we're behind that. I know, but I'm looking forward to getting this one underway. I'm hoping that the rain has not kind of messed everything up. I think it'll probably make it okay though.
Well, it's going to be kind of a crapshoot. So dogwoods have bloomed.
Yep.
We fished Doe Valley quite a bit. I try to get on it when I can. A lot of fish on beds at Doe Valley.
Yeah.
Whole lot of fish on beds at Doe Valley. which is crazy.
You could physically see them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, actually was able to get out for a couple hours yesterday.
Yeah, I saw you guys caught a sack. What, 23 pounds?
I had 2363 or 2383.
That's a good day.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Went out with the intention of bed fishing, totally threw that to the side, started throwing top water, and they were eating it.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably one of the funnest days I've had fishing in a while.
Yeah. My point exactly. I think there's going to be fish in all phases of the spawn right now on green. And so you can, like, it's anybody's guess where to go. You know, I think covering water and just kind of putting your head down and grinding it out is going to be the key. But, you have to go up shallow.
Quick. Well, so we've gotten a lot of rain in the last.
It seems like it's been like 6 straight days, doesn't it?
It seems like it's rained quite a bit. So I'm going to Google real quick and see what the lake conditions are doing because I haven't looked at it today. All right, so green is at 672.9. Summer's at 675.
So it's 3 foot below summer pool.
2, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's basically at 673. It has come up a half foot. Inflow is 1450, outflow is 227. So it means that the dam, they're not letting any water out.
Yeah.
At least as of this morning.
Yeah.
At least as of this morning. And I think whether they let water out or not will be sort of the determining factor. Now, we've gotten a lot of rain, and historically, when we get a lot of rain, they hold it because the whole purpose of our lakes is flood control for the farmland downstream of that.
I don't think they'll let it out. I really don't.
I don't know that I like any conditions better than spawn and rising water.
Yeah.
And the water temp was nearing 60 degrees, especially in the dirty water last weekend.
Yeah, I saw 57, 58. Yeah.
I saw 62.
See, I didn't see any water that warm.
Well, you had to go looking for it.
Yeah.
Very small areas, but nonetheless, it's been pretty warm. I think last night was in the upper 50s, maybe low 60s.
Yep.
Rain came through. It's going to be pretty warm this weekend.
It was warm today.
Water temps there. Dogwoods are blooming, and so who knows? Like, water's coming up, which is always a good thing for fish that are wanting to be shallow.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what we're going to do. Like, it could be sort of your normal stuff that happens in green in April. It could be a super shallow bite. If they draw it, it could be something different. It could still be on the scope and bite.
What's crazy too is, we were down there last weekend, as we've already covered, but that mud line from, I can't remember the name of that bend.
Holmes Bend.
Okay, that is Holmes Bend right there.
The marina and stuff is Holmes Bend.
Well, I mean, it was even further.
Well, Friday the mud line was at Holmes Bend.
Yeah.
On Saturday, it was at Corbin's Bend.
Corbin, that's what I was looking for. Yeah,
Corbin's Bend. So it had moved from Holmes to Corbin's.
Yeah, so who knows if that's cleared out or if it's gotten worse with all this rain we've had. Like, that could play a factor if the water is super dirty,
The other thing I don't necessarily hate, seems like fish that live in clear water reservoirs act stupid when the water gets a little stained.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be dependent on what the water levels do, how much stain there is, and the pressure.
Yeah.
But it could be setting up for a smash fest. It really could be.
I really hope I just hope the fish are biting. Like, I just want to have a day where you're catching 20,
get you some night crawlers,
like
go out there catch
20
some
to 25 keepers, not this, 7 keepers here and there, I just want to have a nice day where you catch a lot of fish, have a good time. And then if it takes 20 pounds to win, it takes 20 pounds to win. That's awesome. So we'll see. I think it'll take over though.
All right. What's your prediction for Sunday Bluegrass? What does it take to win?
I'm going to say 21.
Okay.
21 pounds.
All right. And so I think Bluegrass pays back 6 spots. What's the last check?
Last check, I'm going to say...
And Bluegrass is typically some sticks. Like, it fishes competitive with the other ones.
I'm going to say the last check is 17 pounds. Maybe 16.
I don't think I disagree.
Yeah.
Like, what was the number was in my head? It was 22 to win.
Yeah.
I think 17 is probably aggressive for the last check. It's probably going to be 16 or 15.
Yeah.
But if you don't have 20 plus, you're not winning.
Yep.
And that's pretty typical for green. Like I said, I think it just depends on the pressure, the water levels, and the temperatures and all that stuff. So,
yep.
And I won't tell you anything about Saturday because you're going chasing thunder chickens instead of practice.
I can't wait. No, I'm going to go practice tomorrow. So, I mean, we'll see. It's going to be different day over day, of course, but I'll fish tomorrow and I'll figure out what the watercolor looks like, the temp, all that stuff. And then I am looking forward to Saturday, a beautiful day, hunting a field, turkey hunting. It's
You should
awesome.
just take your boat with you and then hunt because like turkey hunting's boring to me after like 10.
Well, when they get down there, they're not gobbling anymore. Like, who cares?
You just head down Saturday and fish.
I can. I mean, I don't. Obviously, I don't.
I mean, unless you don't care, but
No, I definitely care.
you're not gonna hunt Sunday, so like roosting them doesn't matter.
No, but I'm going to fish tomorrow. Plan to try to go roost a turkey tomorrow night, and then
You've been driving around with your mouth calls like you used to.
always, you know it. I went and bought 3 new ones today, and I've got them dialed in.
Yeah,
Trimmed them all. Got them all ready to roll.
yeah.
Yeah, still got it, baby.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got a special tongue there.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right. Well, lots of good coverage this week. A lot about green. Looking forward to this weekend's tournament. Thanks for joining us on this week's edition of our podcast.
Yep.
A lot of good news and content coming. Got some new inventory in. Got a lot of jackhammers in. Got some new of that new, as Jay Godby told me, that new. Got some true bass forward-facing sonar heads. I don't know if you had a chance to see those yet, but they are legit. I like those a lot better than Damiki because the hook wire is thinner. I think that matters. Also have looks like titanium arms on their A-rigs, which are pretty nice. Because the downside of the Flash Mob Junior is that they break.
Just make sure you read the instructions.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, there are some instructions on the tightwad.
Yeah, so
on the True Bass.
I'll tell
it
this
says in bold.
I'll tell this real quick.
All right.
So I'm fishing. We're fishing this tournament on green, and I bought some of the tightwad, True Bass A-rigs from TG over here, and it had to take me 30 minutes to rig this A-rig because the snaps will not open. Like, you got to get pliers and bend them. And so I'm sitting here, I'm, saying some cuss words and some other not nice things, and finally get it rigged. And I love the way it throws. Love the way it fishes, comes through the water, everything. It's great. But show up for the podcast in the studio here and find out, that
I said, did you read the instructions?
that the instructions specifically say
it's got a little piece of paper on it, and it says in bold writing, do not open the snap.
Yeah, apparently you just snake your hook onto it. So
Which is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. So I'll be buying some more of those because I love the way they throw and the way they fish. And
Well, keep snagging them, keep losing them, keep buying them.
That's right. That's right. I see you're also drowning me in chatterbaits here. I see like every color jackhammer known to man.
Yeah, I went a little hard on the jackhammer order. So if you throw a chatterbait out there, jackhammer is the only chatterbait to throw.
Yeah, you got about 1,000 spinner baits, 1,000 chatterbaits, all kinds of swim baits from True Bass. I see some chick magnets. You're up in your, expanding out a little bit. That's great.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. So check it out at www.bourboncitytackle.com. Are you still running the referral?
Yeah, referral program all of April. So if you fish tournaments and you're interested into the rewards program, specifically if you're already signed up, anybody you refer to sign up in the month of April, we give you $25 store credit to bourboncitytackle.com. So get you some free tackle, sign up for your friends, talk some shit when you beat them.
That's right. Yeah, that BCT rewards is definitely worth it. How many of you paid out so far?
3 so far.
3 so far.
So we've paid out over $1,000 of rewards money.
That's awesome.
Cash money. Shout out to Mike Scher. Signed up in the morning. Sent me a text during the week for South Louisville. Said, hey, man, I think I'm going to sign up for the rewards program. Can I meet you at the ramp? Sure, no problem. Bring you some cash. Hands me $200 cash to sign up. And that afternoon he wins it. I hand it right back to him.
Yeah, and South Louisville pays like a little over $400, so that $200 plus.
Yeah, well, $480 total for a win, and so Mike's cut was $240, and then he got a $200 on it bonus. Almost doubled his individual winnings there.
What's your slogan? Elevate your wins.
Yeah,
exactly. So make sure you sign up for that. Refer a friend to get that free. Those free baits. The free what is it? $25.
Yeah.
And then obviously you got some swag stuff coming for your
swag orders in.
Yeah.
That hurt, but excited. Shout out to A+ on putting some shirts and some logos together. So we got some shirts,
They look good. Yeah.
some hats, and some beer koozies.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, make sure you check out the website, tell a friend, help a brother out over here. If you have questions, if you'd like us to cover something, questions about fishing, questions about bourbon, if you'd like us to taste a bourbon, drop a comment on the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe. And we appreciate you listening. We appreciate all the feedback we're getting on the podcast. It's really cool to see. But thank you for watching. Check out www.bourboncitytackle.com.
Thanks. See you next time.